Ooh. Alright, alright, alright. Mm. Make sure that we're all nice and set up here. In a minute, sorry. We're a little rough. Alright. Alright, welcome to Introverse Uncharted, everybody who watches this video most likely later. I never have a ton of people actually in the physical live stream, but, you know, is what it is. There we go, just air flowing in here. Alright. Hey, it's been a minute. I'm not set at all. I rushed this. Alright. So Uh, John here with Introverse Uncharted. It has been a hot minute since I've done a live or a video or anything like that. There will be videos down the road. I'm not going to guarantee a time or a date when, but there will be videos down the road that kind of explain, the situation that I went through and why the videos became scarce and then non-existent and how we got here essentially. Um, what we're doing right now, though, Starship Flight 10. I don't like missing Starship flights, and I'm pretty sure I did miss one already this year. Um, this is Starship Flight 10. We're about 27 minutes and 30 seconds away from the T0 that SpaceX has set. This is our third attempt this week to get this thing off the ground. Day number one scrubbed out due to um, essentially a ground support issue. Um, sorry, still trying to get adjusted here. All right, there we go. Now we got a little more light. All right, there we go. A little bit better. All right. So yeah, flight number one or attempt number one scrubbed out due to um, ground support issues. They looked at the pattern overnight. They changed out the a tube essentially on the quick disconnect. Then following that, we went into day number two, where weather was definitely not on a favorable side. And they ended up scrubbing attempt number two due to essentially anvil cloud in the area. So um, today, attempt number three, we have a booster that is getting frosty, and we are going to go through the remaining 26 minutes of this countdown and hopefully go to a potential launch of Starship for Flight 10. Again, I don't get a whole lot of like live viewers during Starship or during any of this. I have like 30 subscribers total. So it's not like it's a massive bank of people who watch these videos. So if you guys watch this back later, obviously due to copyright and all that kind of stuff, I don't have any of the live streams of the physical vehicle going on at this point. But I'm still here to commentate all the way through to hopefully T0 and hopefully the launch of Starship. That's better. Sorry. I'm a mess. My life is a mess. What can I say? All right. Let us see what's going on. I'm gonna try to mess around here for a second. Oh, so weird. Okay, we're good. Fantastic. Does it work separate? No, it does not. It Alright, we will yank that. We will go back to the OG way. So very sorry if you're watching and that got weird. All right. Currently, they're talking about the possibility of a T minus 40-second hold. It is very common for Starship and SpaceX, especially, to utilize the T minus 40-second hold. Um, it's really designed to give them extra time. Is really what's happening. Um, we're still sitting at weather being 55% favorable. It's not as good as you'd want, but it's better than yesterday. So there's blue sky above the pad today. Know, hard to complain about that. So sitting at T minus 22 minutes and counting. We got tons of venting going on. The vehicle is looking frosty about two-thirds of the way. If you guys are watching for the SpaceX live stream or anything like that, obviously YouTube has constraints, so I can't put like their other creators' videos up or other live streams up that have the physical vehicle. However, if you would like to see exactly what I'm seeing, you just go to nasaspaceflight.com or go to YouTube NASA Spaceflight, and you can see the exact video, the live stream that I'm watching. NASA Spaceflight is absolutely incredible. They're very knowledgeable people. They teach, they answer questions. Uh, they're an awesome, awesome website for space-related services. So if you guys have passion for space and stuff like that, it's going to be pertinent to you that you watch NASA Spaceflight. That is definitely my favorite place to watch space videos. So, approaching T minus 20 minutes. T minus 18 and a half minutes. Alright. 17 and a half minutes to T0. Again, there is a chance that they hold it, T minus 40 seconds. That's not uncommon, in SpaceX flights, especially of Starship flights. They technically have once the vehicle is, at T0, if they go into a hold, they technically have 15 minutes before, chemical burn off starts happening of the fuels, and then they have to, um, scrub out essentially. We don't wanna scrub out for a 3rd day, so hopefully, at T0 being, 5:30 Mountain, 6:30 Central, hopefully we get a, liftoff of Starship. Vehicle is frosty. T minus 16 minutes to liftoff. The subcoolers that they're running right now are keeping these, chilled liquids at the liquid stage. If they were to not have the subcoolers, the elements would essentially vaporize off, so chemical burn off. Tons of liquid nitrogen, hanging out in the area for sure. Especially under T minus 15 minutes. T minus 14 minutes. T minus 13 and a half minutes. Ship quick disconnect is on screen currently. Looking healthy, looking good to go after the repairs made 2 days ago. Weather's still sitting at 55% go. In this specific launch, the booster will not get caught back at Starbase, but rather will be dumped into the Gulf of Mexico. They're gonna have it hover at about 500 feet. They're gonna simulate, engines going out as an anomaly, essentially, so that they know what that looks like if you test out that whole system, and then they're going to rapidly shut down all the remaining engines, and they're gonna let it barrel down the remaining 500 feet. In theory, it'll hit the water. It'll probably sever some of the transfer pipes between the liquid oxygen and the liquid nitrogen. Those, excuse me, those two elements will mix together, and they don't like each other very much. They will cause a big explosion, and that will hopefully completely disable that vehicle. uh, Last time it ended up floating a little bit into Mexican waters. So, as far as I do know, there are protests in Mexico revolving around this specific flight of Starship and Starship in general. But we are now sitting at T minus 11 minutes and 20 seconds to this launch. Ship is going to go trajected path over the Indian Ocean, and then it should do a simulated Starlink release. It'll relight an engine in space as it has in previous flights, and hopefully it'll go through a controlled reentry, flip and burn, and splashdown. The last 3 flights, the ship has uh, autonomously destroyed itself prior to that situation. Currently, weather, range, and vehicle are all go. Currently putting fuel and oxidizer into the header tanks. All right, the flap test is taking place right now at T minus 9 minutes and 10 seconds. This is a standard thing that they test to make sure that the flaps can move the way that they need them to move, preferably during flight, but they wanna make sure that everything is up and ready to go. This is ship 37, currently up on the orbital launch mount on top of booster. I'm pretty sure this is 15, it might be 16. Yeah, booster 16, ship 37 on the pad right now. T minus 8 minutes and counting. Inside of the final minute, they're going to get the engines chilled and ready to go. They're gonna go through that T minus 40-second hold most likely. There is obviously always a possibility for something to happen that deters the launch from happening. Currently, though, range is green, vehicle is green, weather is green, and they are ready to go. 7 minutes and 30 seconds and counting. All right. T minus 7 minutes. It is looking great weather-wise there right now. Right, or they're still saying weather is 55% go, but from the camera angles, the NASA space flight is giving lots of blue sky, a few little puffy clouds here and there, but nothing compared to yesterday when they had full-blown anvil clouds over the base. So T minus 5 minutes and 45 seconds. Vehicle is currently frosty and awaiting final checkouts. Range green, vehicle green, weather green, all go. Vehicle is frosty with liquid oxygen, liquid nitrogen. T minus 5 minutes and 30 seconds. We should be approaching the end of propellant load here in the next 3 minutes. Up, I take that back. At 3 minutes and 20 seconds remaining, fuel load should end and tower vent should return. OLM vent will return at 2 minutes and 50 seconds after booster has finished fueling. So 320 for ship, 240-ish for booster. The tower vent and the OLM vent will return, signifying that those are done, and they will go into engine chill down at that point. So engine chill will officially begin at around 2 minutes and 30 seconds remaining in the countdown. Currently, range is go, currently vehicle is go, and currently weather is go. So compared to the last couple days, we are in good shape for the potential 10th flight of Starship. They've gone through flap testing at this point as well. T minus 4 minutes. Approaching the end of fueling. Everything is looking very promising at this point in time. Oh, we're holding. Hang on. Looks like ship propellant load is complete. We're waiting for the tower vent to return. Waiting for confirmation. Tower vent has returned, meaning that ship is fully fueled. Fully fueled. OLM vent should be returning any second now, signifying the fully fueled booster. So we are waiting now for confirmation and the return of the OLM vent. And the OLM vent has returned, meaning that booster 16 is fully fueled and ready to go. T minus 2 minutes. So we have a fully fueled ship as of about a minute 10 ago, and a fully fueled booster as of about 10 seconds ago. T minus 1 minute and 50 seconds to the potential launch of Starship after 2 days of scrubs. So weather is looking good, vehicles looking good, ads looking good, everything is green, and so far they're ready to go. Currently, they are not planning on taking the 40-second hold. I'll repeat that. Currently, SpaceX is not planning on taking the T minus 40-second hold. So 1 minute and 20 seconds to the T0. SpaceX has said that they will not hold as they normally would at T40. Engines looking good, ready to go. Fully fueled vehicle on the pad. T minus 1 minute. They are going to pass through the T minus 40-second hold that they would normally go through. They're going to go straight to launch. T minus 50 seconds. T minus 40. They have not held at this point. T minus 30. No hold. Confirmed no hold. Waiting for the detonation suppression system. The detonation suppression system is active. T minus 10 seconds, waiting for the deluge to activate. We are go for launch. Deluge activates. We have ignition. And liftoff. Starship has cleared the tower. Ship 17, Ship 37, Booster 16 have cleared the tower and are heading down range. Vehicle is traveling downrange. We are 60 seconds into flight. Starship is well entry on the way. Ready? Just a vapor puff as the ship heads supersonic. We are approaching hot staging. Approaching hot staging as the vapor trail expands. So far, so good. Vehicle is heading down range. We are down one engine at this point in time. That's not something to worry about. It's in the middle ring of 10 engines of the Super Heavy. We are one engine down, still 32 active. Approaching hot staging. We are through max Q, so we've already gone completely through. We are approaching hot staging here in about the next 10 seconds. Down one engine, down to 32 engines total out of 33. Approaching hot staging. Shutdown of the super heavy engines. Hot staging beginning. Hot staging has occurred. Booster in flip and burn. Booster 17 is in, or yeah, Booster 17, 16. Booster 16 is in boost back burn right now. We currently have 6 healthy Raptors on ship 37. Great compared to normal. We are currently fully nominal. Finishing up boost back burn now on booster 17 or booster 16. Ship 37 headed downrange. 6 healthy Raptors on ship 37. Boost back burn has concluded on booster. It does look like they lost that engine officially. It did not refire for boost back burn, so it is completely gone. Patiently waiting. They have had an engine go out mid-flight before, and then it relit during the landing burn, so nothing is impossible here. Hot stage ring is blown by right there. Wow. Hot stage ring is flying. Gliding down towards its controlled splashdown into the Gulf of Mexico. Currently adjusting trajectory. Booster just flew past that hot stage ring, finally. 17 degrees airflow. Waiting for landing burn to start. Seconds away from landing burn. Stand by for engine ignition. We have ignition of the Center Raptor engines as it approaches the Gulf of Mexico. It's hovering, it's hovering, it's hovering. Stand by. It's hovering. Oh, it's like stationary in midair. That's crazy. Shut down and bang. Wow. That was awesome. Wow. That was a completely successful landing simulation over the Gulf. They had it hover at 500 feet for, God, 15 seconds before they cut the engines and let it fall right to the water. There was a massive explosion. Booster 16 is gone, and the ship 37 is traveling downrange, 15,000 kilometers a mile downrange. All 6 healthy Raptor engines on ship 30, yeah, ship 37 right now. Wow, I keep stumbling on that. Well, I keep thinking it should be 36, but 36 blew up at Massey's. We are approaching Seco. Stand by. Up, we're approaching Seco. Okay, confirm Seco. Here we go. SpaceX has to prove their worth right here, unfortunately. They got 6 healthy Raptor engines burning. 3 of them have shut down at Seco. So now this is a patience game. Ship is venting normal. They're purging the lines. All right, complete engine shutdown. All out for nominal orbital insertion. Now we stand by. Venting is normal here in this situation. Opening and closing the flaps right now. Flap flap movement in space confirmed. So far, so good. Nothing wrong compared to the last test, that's for sure. We're about 8 minutes away from the payload demo. We are about 45 minutes from the potential landing of ship 37 in the Indian Ocean. Ship is traveling downrange nominally, has succeeded through engine cutoff, and we are about 7 minutes away from the payload deployment demonstration. There is venting taking place on the ship. It is completely normal. Oh, That looked a little weird, but it looks like it was just a vent. There's ice flying off. So far, all call outs are nominal. T minus 5 minutes to the payload deployment demo. So traveling 26,000 kilometers an hour at 167 kilometers altitude. So far, everything appears to be nominal for ship 37. Plenty of ice flying off, plenty of venting. Very normal at this point in the flight. And we're honestly a little bit further than we normally would be when it comes to positives versus negatives in ship flight. So a T minus 4 minutes until the payload deployment. So right now, ship is over the Atlantic Ocean and has completely passed the Gulf of Mexico. We are much further than we have been for previous flights by leaps and bounds. Previous flights, we already knew that there was issues happening at this point, and there is progress. Currently, we have a look inside of the payload dispenser. We just got a view inside of the payload bay at the uh, dumb links is what they're being called right now, but they're dummy Starlinks. They're fakes so that they can test the payload deployment in about T minus 3 minutes. Looks like the roadblocks are getting ready to break down at Starbase in Boca Chica, Texas. It was eerie. There's like a vapor going through the inside of the ship. Looks like literally like a vapor ghost just like going through the inside of the ship. T plus 15 minutes and T plus 16 minutes. We are about a minute and a half from the potential payload deployment demo. Awaiting the potential deployment of the dumb links. Some interesting vapor on the inside of ship 37. Should be seconds away from the Pez dispenser opening. awaiting the opening of the payload bay doors. The vapor is moving towards the door, signifying that it is opening. And the door is open for the payload. Let's see if they can get these dummy satellites out successfully. Got about 1 minute until the test of the dumb links. Ship is currently in control. Everything is autonomous at this point. The Pez dispenser door is open, and we are waiting for the dumb links to go out. Look, we currently have a view looking out of the Pez door into the vacuum of space. T minus 15 seconds to dumb link deployment. Stand by. T minus 10. Deployment payload deployment should be any second. Stand by. So far, the dumb links have not gone out. They are moving, and they're moving. First one is out. Oh, wait. It is out. Grabbing its second one now. Throwing the second one out now. And it's out. The payload deployment so far is going very well of the dumb links. Deployment sequence is supposed to end at just over T plus 25 minutes. So we got about 4 minutes to go. Here goes another deployment. We have 4 successful dumb link deployments. Call them dumb links because they're fake. They're just hollow shells essentially for the test. A payload bay keeps shifting and adjusting. Currently 4 out of 8 deployed. Standing by for the 5th Starlink to be deployed. And it was successful. Waiting for number 6 to be deployed in about 10 seconds. This is crazy. And we have 6 successfully deployed, 2 to go. Waiting on the deployment of the final 2 dumb links. About to deploy the 7th dumb link satellite. Number 7 successfully deployed. Waiting on the deployment of the 8th and final dumb link satellite. And the 8th is being deployed right now. Oh, and they're not gonna show it. 8 for 8 on the dumb link deployments, so massive improvement. The deployment mechanism is settling back down. See if they're gonna close that door again. Alright. 8 for 8 on the dumb link deployments, and we are on to the next thing. Alright, we are much further in than we would have been last flight. We are T plus 27 minutes. Ship is successfully flying downrange. The dumb link deployment went successfully, deploying 8 out of 8. fake Starlink satellites, and here in a couple of minutes, they're going to relight some Raptor engines. We're currently awaiting the relight of the Raptor engines in space. Looking at an empty launch pad in Boca Chica, Texas after 3 days, 2 scrubs. Third time was indeed a charm. They're confirming right now that they did lose 1 Raptor in the ascent of the booster, but it does not look like it affected the landing burn, and they did use, an autonomous, switch of engines so that they still had the correct amount for the landing burn. Payload door is successfully closed. Wow. They have successfully closed the Pez dispenser door, and that will conclude the dummy dispenser, test. Yeah. Alright, so as we do have another 30 minutes until the potential landing of, Ship 37, I'm gonna jump off now. For those of you who did jump in and, checked out the stream, I do appreciate that. It'll obviously be posted to the channel, and, in the future, there will be more stuff coming. There was a lot of stuff that happened that, made me kinda have to step away for a little while, and now we're trying to get the channel back up and running and back to being productive, just prior to football season starting, which is kind of one of the better times of the year for me, on the channel. So, for those of you who checked it out, thank you very much for tuning in, and, I hope to see you guys here a little bit, down the road. But, remember to do more than simply exist and come with me into the uncharted. Thanks, guys. I'll be seeing you later.